In this video, we are going to discuss about polynomial. Okay, this is the second chapter of NCERT textbook of mathematics, class 10. Okay, so in class 9 also we have got polynomials. What is a polynomial? What is the zero of a polynomial? Degree of polynomial? How to find the value of a polynomial at a x equal to something? Okay, so let's start with the zero of a polynomial. Okay, so now zero of a polynomial. Suppose px be a polynomial in x. If x is equal to a, at x is equal to a, pa is equal to 0, where a belongs to R, then a is called a zero of px. So that means zero of a polynomial px is a number or is a real number. Okay, it is a value for which this polynomial becomes 0. Okay, that is the definition of zero of a polynomial. Let us consider a polynomial px. Suppose px, okay, is equal to x plus 1. Okay, so what will be the zero of this polynomial? So if we put x is equal to minus 1 here, if we put x is equal to minus 1 here, then you will get 0. P minus 1, if you put minus 1 here, minus 1, it will be plus 1. Okay, then it gives 0. Then this value for which it's become 0, that is the zero of this polynomial px. Okay, so how to determine the zero of a polynomial? For example, you have a polynomial. Suppose you have a quadratic polynomial. Okay, so here this chapter in class 10, it is based on you see all the problems are based on a quadratic polynomial. So that's why let me take a quadratic polynomial here. For example, how to find the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Okay, or you can, in this way you can find the zero of any polynomial. Okay, now here you see, in order to find the polynomial of a quadratic zero of a quadratic polynomial, so first let me take a quadratic polynomial. Suppose px is equal to twice x square minus x minus 1. So in order to find a 0, let us consider px is equal to 0. Okay, and px means this polynomial, so let us put the polynomial here. Okay, then let us factorize splitting the middle term. So we have got here x minus 1 into twice x plus 1 after factorization. Okay, x minus 1 is equal to x minus 1 into twice x plus 1 is equal to 0. So if the product of these two factors is equal to 0, that means either this factor is 0 or this one is 0 or both are 0. Okay, so we can write x minus 1 is equal to 0 or twice x plus 1 is equal to 0. Both implies x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus half. That means 0 of the polynomial px, this polynomial, are 1 and minus half. Okay, let's verify these are correct or not. If you put plus 1 here, okay, that means calculate p1, then what will happen? So put x is equal to 1 in this polynomial, then you see, putting 1 here, putting x is equal to 1 here, we have got 0. So that means this is a 0 of this polynomial. Okay, so similarly if you put minus half, then also you will get 0. Okay, then also you will get 0 here. Okay, so that means we can understand that 0 of a polynomial is such a value, okay, such a number, if you replace its variable by that number, then the polynomial gives 0. So here it is given definition. If px at x equal to a gives 0, then a is said to be a 0 of this polynomial. Okay, so now let's move on to next topic. Okay, so next one, graphical representation of polynomial. So how to represent a polynomial graphically? Okay, so let us take a linear polynomial first. Okay, so px is equal to twice x plus 4. So in order to represent this polynomial graphically, let us consider y is equal to px. Okay, px is twice x plus 4. Now it becomes a linear equation of two variable. So let us find three solutions. Okay, in order to plot on Cartesian plane, we have found if you put here x equal to -2, so here we have got y is equal to twice x. Now if you put x is equal to -2 plus 4, then what you will get? -2 plus 2 after multiplication gives -4. -4 plus 4 equal to 0. Okay, that's why y is equal to 0. So now let us put -1. Okay, let us put -1 in this polynomial. Then 2 into -1 -2 plus 4, that is equal to 2. So y is equal to 2 here. Now let us put 0. If you put 0, this term will be 0. 0 plus 4 is equal to 4. Okay, now plot these 3 points on a Cartesian plane. Okay, you have already already you have done such kind of things in class 9 in linear equation. Okay, so you know how to plot the points on a Cartesian plane. Okay, if you plot these 3 points on a Cartesian plane and if you join these 3 points, then you will get a straight line. Okay, so because it is linear polynomial, that's why its graph will be straight line. Now you see, if it is a polynomial in x, okay, then the x coordinate of the point at which it intersects the x-axis is the 0 of this polynomial. Okay, so here -2 is the 0 of this polynomial, because this graph intersects the x-axis at -2, 0. That's why its x coordinate is the 0 of this polynomial. Okay, so now you see, what is the relation between this point of intersection of x-axis and the graph and the 0 of the polynomial. Okay, if the polynomial is in x, that means variable is in x, then here you see, if it has only one, if it is a linear polynomial, then its degree is 1 and it must have only one 0. If it has only one 0, then its graph will intersect the x-axis at only one point. Okay, and the x coordinate of that point of intersection gives the 0 of this polynomial. If it is a polynomial in that means its variable is y. If it is a polynomial in y, suppose twice y is equal to 4, something like that, then we have to check the point at which it is intersecting the y-axis, and its y coordinate will be the 0 of this polynomial. Okay, now let us take a quadratic polynomial. Okay, so let us draw the graph of a quadratic polynomial. So if you draw the graph of a quadratic polynomial, you will get such graph. Okay, now you see, graph of this quadratic polynomial intersects the x-axis at 2 points. Okay, what are the 2 points? These points are 1, 0 and 2, 0. 1, 0 and 2, 0 here you see. So these are the 2 points at which the graph of this quadratic polynomial x square minus thrice x plus 2 are intersecting the x-axis. So if you put 1 here, then you will get 0. Okay, if you put 2, then also you will get 0. That's why these two are the zeros of that polynomial. Their x coordinates are the zeros of that polynomial. That means from here we can say that we can conclude that if px is a polynomial in x, its variable is in x, is x, then number of zeros of px is equal to the number of points at which its graph intersects the x-axis, and also equal to the degree of this polynomial. So it is a quadratic polynomial, that means its degree is 2, and it is intersecting the x-axis at 2 different points, and also number of zeros 2. there are two zeros, one is 1, another is 2. Okay, so on the basis of this concept we are going to solve the problems of the first exercise. Okay, let me show you how to solve the problems of the first exercise. Here you see, now you see this is the first question of this exercise 2.1. the graph of y is equal to px. There is a polynomial px. Okay, the graphs are given here. Okay, now here you see some for example, find the number of zeros. We need to find the number of zeros of those polynomial whose graphs are given here. Okay, so how to determine that? Now you see it is polynomial in x, px, so that's why we have to check at how many points it is intersecting the x-axis. Okay, so now you see first this graph of the first one is intersecting the y-axis. No, it is not intersecting. That means number of zeros of this polynomial will be 0. Okay, now you see graph of the now you see second graph, it is intersecting the x-axis at only one point, so number of zeros will be 1. And the third graph, it is intersecting the x-axis at 3 different points, so number of zeros is 3. Okay, so then this one you see this graph is intersecting the x-axis at 2 different points, so number of zeros is 2. And here you see 1, 2, 3, 4, so number of zeros, that should be 4. So now 1, 2, 3, so number of zeros here 3. That's how we can solve. Okay, it's very simple. Hope you have understood this.